What's up, baby? Welcome back to another episode of Rated G with Gary G. Garcia and Brian T. Licata. We're here, we're doing it. For a minute, I thought it was never going to happen again, but yes, we are back. Those who know us know that no matter how long we're gone, we'll be back eventually. You know, it's been a minute. What's it been, like a month?
Probably, I feel like the longest we've ever gone, dude, for real.
It's been like at least a month, right?
But the show's only like, and I've said this before, the show will end, at least this iteration, when you die. And I'm planning on carrying it on, hopefully with somebody who would do you honor.
I'm not totally convinced anymore that you're gonna live longer than me.
I'm not either, and I hope you would find another producer.
Yeah, but would I want to? Would I want to, man? King Handles, what's up, baby? It's good to see you here, man. Yeah, man, a lot is like shit. I've been through like so much shit since we last fucking even linked up. We haven't even spoke much on the phone or nothing, man.
I know.
You've been gone. Brian's been gone.
Very busy. I've moved twice since, dude. Since twice. I don't know if I even did an episode in the place I was in right before this.
I will say this though. This is the nicest place I've seen you in. It looks very nice.
It's the nicest place I've ever lived in. Period.
Look at that. See, things have a way of working out.
Everything always comes up, G, my friend. I'm very grateful.
It does, man.
I'm happy that I have friends that look out for me. I'm happy I have a good job, and I'm happy we're here on the show.
It's good to see you again, man.
Good to see you too, baby. I love you. I miss you. King Handles, I miss you too.
Yeah, Brian is going to pull a Suge Knight and steal the rights to your bio. Brian's already got the rights to my bio. We've already made a deal, man. He's just got to make sure my kids get hit off. But he's got the right. He's got footage too, man. He's got some crazy footage that we've taken.
I feel like there's also...
You got me emotional one night.
I did?
Started asking me some deep questions.
Mm-hmm.
You know. If you ever release it, it'll be great.
I pulled out a teddy bear and I said, just point, Gary.
Point to where the bad man touched you.
But I feel did we have a couple episodes that we never put out like early on? I feel like we have. Oh, you know what we have? We used to pause the recording, and then we had an after show. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah. When we were doing Rumble.
No, but it used to just be where we were like shooting the shit after the show. I would still record it, but we never put them out. I think I have like 20 something of those that we never put out.
Really? Oh, I don't even know if you can.
Well,
because I don't even know if we were recording, so I don't know what I said.
Well, we'll have to listen to it.
What could I have said, man?
Oh,
last night I was doing the show, and there was these three old ladies in the front, and one of the old ladies, and they were cool. They were like, late 70s, and one of the ladies' phone started going off. So I said, "Here, let me get it. I'll answer it for you." And she gives me the phone. And she goes, "It's my son." Oh. I said, "It's your son?" She goes, "Yeah, he's FaceTiming me." So I answered the phone and I got it right by my face. And I'm just like, your mother can't come to the phone right now. Give it 10 more seconds. Give it 10 more. All right, here she goes. And I gave it, and I put the phone down to the balls, and she was dying, kid.
I'm sure it did very well. I'm sure it crushed.
Yeah, that's fucked up. And then the son was like, "Who's that?" She's like, "It's a comedian." He said, "What's his name?" And I said, Ray Vasquez. Fuck that. He was a big kid.
Was Ray in the room?
No. Ray's never in the room. I'd be going at him now on stage.
Really?
Yeah, I called him a half-breed the other day.
What do you mean by that? What is he half-bred with?
He's supposedly Puerto Rican and Italian.
I thought oh yeah, and then that makes Irish, right?
Supposedly.
That's the joke.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think he is?
He is what he is. Who am I to tell? I don't know nationalities, man. Yeah. He's white.
Look at my farmer stand. Can you see that difference?
Yes, we can definitely see the difference, dog. One part of your arm is of a different nationality, man.
Yeah, I would say
your fucking sleeves, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they go to here because I wear polo shirts, so the sleeves are a little longer. This is kind of like a tighter shirt. But
Damn,
yeah,
those
wear
are some
polos.
long ass short sleeves, man. Well, you got long
Uh,
ass arms, so
I do,
you
and
got to get short sleeves extra long in the arms.
well, I have to wear a large, even though my breast is small. I still have to wear a large shirt because I need the medium
Yeah, breast.
sleeves are like up
You
here,
need
you
a
know.
long sleeve, flat chest.
Yes,
Flat
correct.
chest, long sleeves.
I need a small, tall. Do they make a lanky long?
So, since we last spoke to each other, man, so much has been going on. You're like, what do you want to talk about? I'm like, there's so much to talk about.
Yeah.
Did
Yes,
we
there
even
is.
before we even jump into how the gloves have come off, before we even get into that,
Hmm.
did we talk about the Diddy thing?
No, no,
All right.
we haven't. But
Well, most
first,
people know
can
already.
I just before we get deep into it, how are you? It's good
Um,
to see you, bro.
I'm
It's
I'm
been a long
feeling
time since we talked.
I'm feeling twisted, sick, fucked. I think that's the first time commented. Donald Trump is a twat. The world abhors. How do you say that word? Abhors.
I think you said it
Abhors.
right. Abhors
Abhors
Trump.
Trump.
Yeah, he's an
Um.
aberration.
Okay. All right. Rock and roll. Not a Trump fan. That's
Regard with
fine. You're still
disgust
welcome.
and hatred.
Ah. Ooh. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, listen. I told everyone not to get so pumped up on him and thinking that he was something different. He's not. You know. He's not.
Abhor,
It's all the same shit. Regarded
abhor.
with disgust and hatred. Well, listen, man. I mean, I don't think he's any worse than any of the other ones that have been in power. They've all been, is he worse than Obama? I don't know. I don't think so. Is he worse than Bush? I don't know. The first
I'm doing
Bush?
pretty good. I'm doing pretty good under Trump.
I always,
I'm
you could
moving on up,
say,
dude. Yeah, things are great,
dude,
dude.
you
I'm
could
having a
always
baby. I
say,
got this really nice place. I got a good job. We're doing the
call me
show. Yeah.
selfish, but I always judge the job that they're doing by how I'm living. If they allow me to do what I got to do and make my money, then,
Mhm.
whatever. you know, Even though now that shit's getting kind of, it's getting kind of nuts now. Now it's nuts. But before we even jump into that, man, just to go back to the Diddy shit real quick. Damn,
Mhm.
I was working on getting Trump to sponsor the podcast. Um, the Diddy shit was exactly what I knew it was going to be. They overcharged him. They had
Mhm.
him set on a gang charge, and he was the only one sitting there. So that's a little hard to prove. He's the head of a gang when the rest of the gang's not there. Um, I think he might do some time.
Mhm.
He might do some time, but he's gonna get out. And then that made me wonder when he gets out, like everyone's gonna be like all the people who were talking shit, all the people who fucking who went and testified. It's gonna be juicy. It made me go back and look at my thing. Like I was like, do I want to keep my mixtape up that says I think Diddy did it
Mhm.
and get some sort of beef if he happens to stumble across it? Because I'm nobody. He can get rid of me quick, right? And then I said, nah, I looked at it and I'm like, nah, I sound more like his lawyer.
Hmm.
Right? If you watch it, I'm like, I think he did it, but I don't know what he did. That's my
Well,
whole shit.
you've also said he was never going to get convicted of sex trafficking, and you also said the
No.
stuff about racketeering too. You were right about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
So he's
ridiculous,
guilty on 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution.
which is
One
nothing.
involving Cassie and one involving, I guess, a Jane Doe. They didn't say
Yeah, the
who it was.
Jane Doe chick who she claims was kidnapped and shit.
Mm.
I mean, listen, the thing was a whole letdown because they didn't talk about anything we thought was gonna come out. There was nothing about underage chicks. There was nothing about the murders that he's so-called connected to. There was nothing about, any of the stuff we thought was really gonna come out.
Mm.
So it was all just, it was just a song and dance to keep us occupied. And the truth is, they lost my attention once there was no cameras. Then I
Mm.
was just like, I mean, I stayed kind of in touch
I think that
watching
was
it, but it was all secondhand. So it was like,
that was the last we spoke about it was the courthouse drawings.
yeah. Yeah. Once they went to that, I was like, I don't want to fucking check this shit out. Who the hell cares?
Yeah.
Seeing drawings. No one's even seen Diddy in a year. I mean, they say people have. They say people go to court and see it, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. They could do whatever the fuck they want to do. I don't believe anything no more. And
¿Dónde
why
está
and
Diddy?
why should we? And let me tell you, people, the gloves are now off.
Mhm.
The government just said the gloves are off. The whole shit with the Epstein shit, just saying, you know what? There's no client list. We're closing the case. Everything's done. That's the gloves coming off. That's them saying We're no longer going to try to convince you. This is what we're going to say it is. You're going to accept it or don't accept it. We don't give a fuck. What are you going to do about it?
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what they're saying to us. And to the people involved, what they're saying is, we got your back no matter what.
Yeah,
and they're
no.
like, but everybody wants it. No, watch what we're going to do. Case closed. Boom. What are you going to do about it? So it's two messages being sent. One message is to the people involved that we got your back no matter what. You just keep taking care of what you got to take care of. Keep doing right by us. And you can murder a person on TV and don't worry about it. We got you. And the other message is to us. What are you going to do about it? You know, bro, 12002. What's up, bro? What's going on, man? Bro reached out to me for my birthday too, man, and Father's Day, if I'm correct, man. Big up to you, bro. Yeah, bro, but the powers that be have the drive and intel. Mission accomplished. Well, yeah, I mean, listen, then you got that googly-eyed fuck that runs. Is he the head of the CIA, the Indian dude? That he was on Joe Rogan?
The head of, no, he's head of the FBI.
No, head of the FBI is that bald-headed dude that had that podcast.
No, Kash Patel is the Indian guy.
Oh, and he's head of what?
He's head of the FBI.
Oh, all right. So then the other dude's head of CIA. Whatever.
Yeah,
this
Patel.
dude, Kash Patel. Yeah, the googly-eyed fuck.
He's head
he was one of the biggest dudes
John
talking.
Ratcliffe.
He was the biggest dude talking about, we want to see the list. We want to see the client list. Not just saying there's no client list. So now the question is, so now it becomes, okay, then why is Ghislaine Maxwell in jail?
Ghislaine, yeah.
Ghislaine, whatever the fuck her name is, man.
Sorry,
why is she in jail?
My bad, dude.
Well, why is she in jail? If there's no clients.
But she's guilty.
If there's no clients, then why is she in jail? Why did this dude commit suicide if there was no clients, if there's no list? You know, and the thing is, everybody knows it's all garbage. We all know it's garbage. We've been waiting to hear this shit. We all knew we weren't going to hear it. Just nobody knew they were going to turn around and be like, yeah, go fuck yourselves.
Okay. I have some news. All right. I just did a little digging, right? Just briefly while we were talking. Okay. So Trump has Mar-a-Lago, right? And that's in Palm Beach, which was near Epstein, right? That's where Epstein's like big thing was. And they would like lure these girls in the Palm Beach area and then get them on a boat and then take them down to the island, right?
Yeah.
The Attorney General for the United States is Pam Bondi, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before being the Attorney General of the U.S., she was the Attorney General for Florida, right? And on her Wikipedia page, it says Bondi's association with Scientology and the multiple fundraisers that Scientologists have organized for Bondi's political campaigns have provoked controversy. Bondi has justified those contacts and her speeches before leading Scientologists by arguing that the group wishes to help her crack down on human trafficking.
Whatever.
Wow.
All those fucking places that claim to like want to stop shit, they're the ones doing it.
Well, she was the one who, but she was the one who dismissed the case. You want to talk about? Right,
she's the one who said I got it on my desk, and then she tried to backtrack and be like, "Oh no, the best is, did you see Trump where he goes, are we still talking about Epstein? All these things are going on. We got great things going on. We got terrible things going on, and we're still talking about Epstein." He looked like he did. Yo, he tried to Allen Iverson us.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. Yeah,
he Allen Iverson us, dog. We talking about practice? Wait a minute. Let me get this straight. We're talking about practice. He tweeted out the other day, we're still talking about Epstein. Nobody cares about Epstein. No, everybody cares about Epstein. You think because you said it, nobody cares? Get the fuck out of here, man.
That's kind of how it is, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Now, I will say this, though. Even with that said, I don't trust no politicians. I really don't. But I'm still glad he beat Kamala. Mm-hmm. Don't ask me why, because I feel like the both of them don't fucking, there's no difference. But I'm still glad he beat Kamala. I just couldn't deal with having to see her lie to me. I guess it's who I prefer to lie to me. You know?
Well, Trump's also more fun than she was, right?
Was he?
He is.
I don't know. Her stupidity was very entertaining.
But dude, it would have just been annoying. Trump's not annoying in that way, you know?
Yeah, I guess. But I mean, that whole
wouldn't
shit is
stop
just
talking, dude.
that whole shit right there is just like I don't think people understand how real that is. The message just sent right there, yo. Because
Mm,
obviously they're lying, obviously. And then Patel's gonna
mm.
go on Joe Rogan talking about if I had the information, you don't think I'd share it? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying, Mr. Patel. You googly eyed fuck. I'm saying if you had the information, first of all, I don't know if you could read it. You probably have to have 2 pages and hold them like this so you could fucking read it, and it makes
That's
one in the
not nice,
middle.
Gary.
All
That's not
right.
nice at all.
I don't give
That's
a
really
fuck.
not nice.
Fuck him.
Mm.
Fuck Patel. He was talking all that shit right when he got get in. I'm gonna do this. They were all talking that shit. Yeah, Kamala was embarrassing. That is true. At least Trump's got that craziness that kind of keeps some people in check. But even with him, with the whole Israel thing, man, listen,
He's a little embarrassing
dude, you
at
keep
times, too.
diving, you keep diving down that fucking hole. The hole keeps going deeper and deeper when it comes to this whole Israel shit, which I'm not gonna say so much about because I'm too little, man. I ain't, the big
Ah,
people are getting taken out. They're about to murder Candace Owens.
whoa, hey.
They're gonna murder her. They're gonna murder her. So I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Candace, I love you. Be careful. Double up on that security, boy, because she's been just going at the government of Israel, just going at them for good
Mm.
reason too. For good reason. I'm sorry, for good reason. I don't like my tax money being sent overseas to anybody. Anybody. I don't give a
Mm.
shit. You know what I'm saying? How about you take care of the things here at home, and then you could talk to me about what's going on everywhere else. I don't give a fuck, and that can make me whatever that makes me. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm too little. Who cares? I'm insignificant. You know,
You're important to me.
everybody's important to somebody, you know. But at the end of the day, everybody's very insignificant. We'd like to think it's more, but once we die, the world goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody's so
Just like
significant
it's
that
just
when
like
when
when
you
you leave a
go,
job.
everything's gonna stop.
When you leave a job is a perfect example. It's always like,
Uh,
how is that place gonna run without me? And then you
and then it
leave
just keeps running. And that's what's gonna happen, man.
like you weren't even there.
It's all about how many SIPs and RIPs do you get on Facebook.
Mm.
You know, like how many days of RIPs and
SIP?
SIPs, sleep in peace or sleep in
Mm.
paradise. That's the
Mm.
new one.
Mm.
How many of
I
those am
want
I gonna get? How
I
many
want an
people are gonna post pictures?
airbrushed T-shirt.
I don't even think I've lived a life that'll get me 100 RIPs on Facebook.
Nah.
I don't even think I'll get 100, to be honest, which is all right with me. You never know what is going to come out of Trump, so he can be exciting and he's good for news channels. Yeah. Yeah, he's also easy to manipulate.
Oh, well, the news channels. I'm happy that it's good for them.
Yeah, fuck the news. Does anybody even watch that shit? Oh, yeah, my mother.
Mm.
My mother will be like, they said it on the news. And I'm like, Ma, if that's your argument, please, let's stop talking. But, yeah, man, I'm feeling good today, though. Getting back to your first question, how I was doing, man. Yeah, it's all a show, man. It's all a show and it's all a club, and we're not in it.
Mm.
We're not in that club.
But on this show, you can give us a tip.
Oh yeah, man, get us a cup of coffee or something. Um, Feel free to throw 99 cents on one of those comments. Gary, I'll get up the GoFundMe. I can't promise that will happen. What will happen to the money?
Mm.
Something. Money's made to get spent. Bro says, bless you.
Bless you too.
Bless you too, man. Yeah, no doubt. But I feel good, man. My shoulder was out for the whole month.
Mm.
I don't even know what happened. I woke up one day and I couldn't move my arm
Mm.
for like a whole month. And now my fingers, I haven't felt my fingertips. Like when you bang your
Yeah. Funny
and you get
bone.
that
Yeah.
funny bone shit. Yeah, I got
Mhm.
that tingly shit in my fingers for like about 3 weeks. So either
Uh,
it's a nerve thing or I'm having the slowest stroke ever. It's one or
Dude, what
the
if you
other.
were having a stroke for like for like 6.5 weeks?
Yeah. It's like so you
You're
had
in
the
your first. You're in
slowest
your
stroke,
first trimester of stroke. You
right?
sneezed. You sneezed too hard. Is that what it was?
He sneezed, bro. Who sneezed? Did
You.
I
That's what
sneeze?
happened. You sneezed and you blew your
Oh,
shoulder out.
and it could have been, man. I have no
Hmm.
idea. And I don't even
Well,
know why my fingers ain't
it might be from the slip and fall.
what delayed
Yeah.
reaction.
Oh yeah.
I don't know, man.
It's from head trauma. You were concussed.
Yeah. But I got to say, a lot of people owe some apologies now. They're going to owe some apologies. You're going to see a lot of apologies to Diddy. I think
Mm.
we owe Epstein an apology
I
because
don't.
yeah, we do,
I've
dude.
never
Because
jaded him at all.
we thought he was guilty, and it
Oh,
turns out there were no clients, and all that shit was he just was a regular pedo. They said all the videos were child porn. Oh, the best is the minute that's missing. First of all, they say to prove that he committed suicide. Did you see this?
mm-mm.
They showed a video footage of what's supposed to be his door.
Hmm.
Meanwhile, it's a totally different door than the door they showed us when he first committed suicide. That door had a window. This one had no window.
No,
Okay, so
okay.
that's easily like that's not the same door that you showed us. Then
Mhm.
they just showed the footage of the door for like the whole night. And a minute of that is missing.
Hmm.
And they said the reason why the minute is missing is because they reboot the camera at the same time every day. So every day it misses a minute. And
Hmm.
to prove that, they're waiting to get the tapes from the week before and the day after and after that to show that all those tapes are missing a minute. And that's going to prove that they're telling the truth. How does that make sense? That's what I mean. That's what I mean when I say that the gloves are off. They no longer they're not even trying no more. You know what I'm saying? Cotton Ministries, another first time commenter. Welcome, Cotton. Cool pick, by the way, man. That shit is cool. Now they're saying the Epstein files are a hoax invented by Obama and the Dems. Yeah, I know. That's what they're saying. They both did an OJ. Well, I don't know if they did an OJ, see, because OJ didn't do it. I think it was the serial killer. I think it was that serial killer who worked
Me
for
too.
whatchamacallit.
Gardner,
They are that he did the pool for
the pool. That was it.
Ray Fesnick, whatever her name was, Ray
Mm.
whatever her name was. Yeah, he worked with her. He said that OJ, in case you never heard it, the serial killer who's an actual serial killer said that OJ paid him $30,000 to steal the ring. And that while
Mm.
he was stealing the ring, they came home and he murdered them. That's the story he gave when he confessed it, but they put him to death so that, he can't repeat that story. They are guilty all the way around. Of course they are, man. Sounds like something Comcast would say.
What's that?
I'm not sure. I talk faster than I could remember.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that whole thing is just insane. And what's really messed up is when people go, what do we still care? Because we're talking about fucking like real sex trafficking, man. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about kids and all kinds of shit. And here's the thing. Like, people think that shit ended when no, Diddy was doing the same thing. He was filming people. None of that came up in court about the
Mm-hmm.
filming and all that shit. None of that shit came out. Why? Because there were people on there that are protected.
Right. Didn't they confiscate tapes at his
They
house? Wasn't that like the whole
confiscated
thing of
mad
cameras and
tapes,
everything?
dude. Mad
Yeah.
shit. Mad shit, and none of that came out. They confiscated those tapes to get them out of his hands so they could have control of it.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And they're also, now the word is saying, and this is just allegedly, King Handel says there is no mafia.
That's
You're
true.
right. They're saying that Patel's lady is a spy, allegedly,
Oh,
and that he got caught in a honeypot scheme. And
which
that's
one's
why
that? Which
he's
one's the honeypot?
put the honeypot is, they get a hot fucking spy to come in,
Oh,
sleep
yeah,
with
yeah,
you, and get
yeah,
all
yeah, yeah,
kinds of
yeah.
fucking information from you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And then they're saying if you look at his wife and you look at him, it's pretty believable.
Mm.
She is a pretty hot chick for that googly-eyed bastard. And I liked Patel in the beginning, man. He was talking all that shit. I liked him in the beginning, but I never go too far over to anybody I don't know, and I don't know him.
Keep calling him the googly-eyed bastard, dude.
Yeah, man. Googly-eyed Patel. Get the fuck out of here, man. Tired of that shit. You know what I was just watching? I just watched we did a show on it, the Astro World thing.
Yes.
Did you watch
Yes.
did you watch it on Netflix? Where
No.
they have the thing on Netflix now about what went down. And it wasn't even like I thought. It didn't go down the way I thought it went down. I thought it went down like, people just stampeding each other, which that did happen in the very beginning. because you can't do anything nice for people. They just started stampeding the fucking place to get in. It was ridiculous. But then once they got in, it kind of calmed down. Everything was good until he came on the show. And then, it was just a matter of like everybody was just too close together.
Right.
And they couldn't breathe. And he didn't stop the show because they never contacted him to stop the show. That's why I say when you go to those standing events, man, don't go in the front. Fuck that. I stay in the back of all that shit, man.
Yeah, I'm not really. I don't like crowds like that. I'm not doing that. I won't even be at one.
Yeah, I don't even want to be around that many people.
Yeah,
man.
I'm not like people. Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade or ball drop. Like, nah, I'm good. I went to Obama's inauguration. That was pretty crazy.
I'm sure it was, but I mean, this shit, like I said, it wasn't like I expected. It was just like I said, a lot of people close together, and they just,
And then wasn't it everyone was pushing, and that's
yeah. I mean, everything was, everyone's it's moving like this. They're all cramped up. People are pushing back. People are moving forward. You're getting caught up. You're getting under people. You're getting stomped. It's a very sad situation. What went down.
Yeah,
I don't know if you can necessarily. I don't know if you can necessarily blame him, which a lot of people were doing. Because I mean, I don't think he was able to see what was going on, man. Obama's inauguration was freaking cold.
It was very chilly that day.
Not colder than that other president who fucking killed himself because he got himself sick, supposedly. But then I heard they murdered him.
Yeah, they did. We talked about that in the show.
Yeah. But that was a cold one too. It's usually cold though, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's in like January.
Yeah. Well, whatever, man. Like I said, man.
I said they should bump it back to like May.
I think it's sad that everyone has such high hopes for Trump to really change things, and really, he didn't. That's why I always just go back to how am I living right now. And although I'm still struggling, I'd say I'm on the come up.
The come up,
things are looking better. Prices are kind of evening out a little bit, so I could afford a little more things. Like, I'm able to pay the bills a little better. And I think within the next month, things will be pretty good, and that's how I always look at it. I always look at it, how am I doing? During Biden, I was the brokest I've ever been during Biden. And doing the same shit I was doing when I was making money, the year before or the 4 years before. It wasn't like I stopped hustling.
Same thing as now, right?
Same thing as now. And now the money's going further. So, I mean, you can say what you want, but that's what I look at. Let me make my money and, you do you. I'm too old to get drafted. King Handel says, man, these kilo prices are about to make me get a job. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's funny. That is funny. It is fucked up, right? That's how hard it is. Now they hustle eggs in the street and you go to the store for weed. Yeah. It's upside down world, dude. We're living in an upside down fucking world.
That's really funny. Sell eggs on the street and go to the store for weed. That's great.
I go around the corner, dude. I get it asked to plate. G getting off that fent and crack, upgrading to coke. Nah, man, I don't fuck with fent. Never fucked with fent. I fucked with crack, before it was crack, before everybody was doing it. When it was just base.
It's probably very good back then.
I caught it on the come up. Yeah, I mean, it all starts with the coke, and the coke was better back then.
Right. Wasn't it always nicer? I mean, the come up is always so much nicer than the come down. Crack especially. Perfect example.
I was really into crack.
The peak is the best, but the come down is always the worst.
I didn't really like crack. And they said it was like affordable. Was it? They just sold it cheaper so you can get it. But if you're buying 50 of them a day, it's not so affordable that some bitches didn't have to still go suck dick for it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
And some dudes.
Yeah. If it was so affordable, you know what I'm saying? My man wouldn't be behind the dumpster right now sucking dick so that he could get another hit.
Yeah, well,
he
had a little bit of a problem.
I don't think it was as affordable as everybody. Yeah, one's affordable, but that's like eating one potato chip.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
No. Oh, dude, they got the garlic and onion, or onion and garlic chips at my grocery store right here around the corner.
That's a good grocery store. They don't got them everywhere no more, man. I don't understand, when did Wise fall out of being the top spot?
I don't know.
Wise potato chips to me was always the number one, right? Female, what's up, baby?
Mm.
Glad to see you with us, man. You know, it's good when I see the people who've been here from the jump and they catch us when we come back and we haven't been here for a while, man. It's good to see y'all, man. You know. But what else, man? There's so much I kind of start to forget.
Mm.
I start to forget. But yeah, I watched that thing and I mean it's fucked up, but like everyone's looking for someone to blame, and there's a part of me that goes, what about the people? Like, what is it about people, right?
Mm-hmm.
That when you put a bunch of them together, all of a sudden, it's like common sense and caring for another person kind of just go out the window.
Well,
You know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
yeah. No, yeah. It is interesting because sometimes when you get even if it's just a couple, it's like
Doesn't have to be that
they're
big.
just not yeah, just they're not thinking. But anything I don't know. What do you think the number is?
Yo,
Zero.
yo, what's up, baby? What's the number where use the individual way of thinking? I'd say 3.
3. Hmm. Hmm.
Oh, that was horrific in the 80s when it first came out. When crack first came out, it wasn't horrific when it first came out. When it first came out, that shit was good. And nobody
I think maybe for Bro in particular, it was horrific. I think that's what he meant by that comment.
was good when it first came out. It became
Yeah, that's
horrific once everybody knew about it, and
right,
everyone, once everybody was hooked,
right. I think that's
then it
what
became.
Bro's referring to.
Yeah, but I think if you get 3 people, because then what'll happen is you get 2 people who kind of team up.
Mm.
When there's 3 people, you got like leadership type of things going on, where the other 2
Mm.
kind of become followers. But I don't understand it because it's like even in a situation like that, you got millions of people, right? Like I don't know, they had thousands of people there doing the show, right? Everybody's there. You're there to see the show. Why are you touching me? You understand what I'm saying? Like no matter how big the crowd is, whatever happened to just individual, like I don't want to be up against
Well,
this person.
they're
So
drunk
shouldn't
and on
everybody
drugs.
kind of have a
They're
little
drunk
individual
and
space?
on drugs.
Even on drugs, I want my space, dude.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Even on drugs, no matter what, I want. Even on drinking, I want a little bit of space. Why are you on me? And like
What
I don't
about on the
understand
dance
what.
floor?
Even on a dance floor, I get upset, dog. Like you got to give me room to dance. People spread the fuck out a little bit.
Mm.
Give each other a little bit of room. You know what I'm saying? And there
I
comes a
hear you.
point where no one else can fit. Oh well. Everyone's not going to be able to fit. That was the first thing they did too, because they said they only had like a viewing on the stage for 30,000, and they brought 50,000 people in. And let's also throw in the fact that the stage was a big cross coming out of like some cannon. It was all sacrilegious.
Oh
All that stuff plays a role.
yeah.
And let's
Yeah.
not forget that most of these fucking concerts nowadays also are just nothing more than satanic rituals. So if you're gonna go to them, chances are something's gonna pop off.
I haven't really listened to his music after that.
Everyone's talking about after that. How about before that? Like everyone's talking
It
about
was
this dude was
Jesse's music.
moving, then this and that. He was an inspiration. What was
Uh,
inspiring about his music?
I never said
Somebody
that.
please explain to me. No, I'm watching this shit. These dudes are like, oh, I love Travis Scott. His music's so inspiring. I
Uh,
want to hear what he got to say. He's talking
he
about
doesn't say
pussy money.
anything.
What the fuck are we talking about here? I don't even
Nothing.
know his songs. I'm gonna keep it real. I guess I'm out of the loop. But I can tell you I know what they sound like.
Oh, dun dun dun
You know,
dun dun
I
dun
just trying to tell you,
dun dun
man,
dun dun dun
I just gonna tell
dun dun
you,
dun dun
yeah. I know I
dun
don't
dun
understand what he's
dun
saying,
dun
and I know it sounds
dun
like
dun
every other fucking song out there.
dun 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 dun. Yeah,
The
you're right.
fuck out of here. It was
Fuck outta
inspiring. You
here.
can't with the music nowadays. You really can't have that many people together. Because you can't like have music of and this whole thing is like chaos. I want to see chaos. You can't have that many people together with that kind of music. It's like the Woodstock shit that they try to redo, and
Mm.
everybody was shocked that didn't go well. Well, why were you shocked? I mean, you got to compare it to the first Woodstock, right? The first Woodstock, people were singing, "Come on, people, now join together. Everybody get together. Time to love one another right now." And then the sound of silence, right? And then you go to the new one, and it's like fucking all
Limp Bizkit.
hardcore, everyone moshing. And then after they do that, they're all fucking on Molly and listening all night. Do. Yeah, man. Sign me up. When do I get to start punching people in the face and breaking shit?
Real chaos. Jazz. Jazz is real chaos. That's beautiful chaos.
I like some jazz. I'm not gonna diss jazz. I like some jazz. I like some jazz.
You got
but some of it sounds like a bunch of people that really can't play their instruments.
That's because you don't have an ear for it, buddy. I'm sorry.
Like, I feel like I can get into a jam. I feel like I could sit down in a jam session on piano and jam right in.
I bet you could. because
I would not know what I'm doing.
Talent. No, but you know music, bro, and you could get into whatever kind of rhythm they're doing.
Yeah, doing my own thing, and it doesn't have to sync up with anybody else. I can just do my own thing.
Dude, sure. You don't understand the modes. You know, crossing modes. It's beautiful, dude. It's beautiful.
Crossing.
Yeah, at Gary, jazz was better when they were doing hair on. It was.
Look, everything was better when they allowed drugs in it. Like, baseball was better when they were all doing cocaine and steroids.
Right. I agree.
It definitely was better when they were doing cocaine and steroids. All right. Everything was better when the drugs.
We need the 80s back, baby.
Who are these people that overdose on drugs? Like you made it. I made it. How much drugs were you doing?
Enough.
I guess that's fucked up to say, but I'm wondering. Like a person who overdoses on cocaine. Well, I guess speedball. Once you start putting shit in your veins, then anything could happen, I guess, right?
And it was the fentanyl, really. That got a lot of people by surprise.
Well, listen, it wasn't fentanyl that killed all those people in the 60s that were overdosing, all those musicians that were overdosing and shit like that. I mean, like I said, heroin, I guess. I get it. With the heroin. And you're putting shit in your veins, and once it's in there, you can't take it out. Well, so I kind of get that. Like that I never did shit like that. But you'll see someone like overdoses from sniffing cocaine. Who overdoses from sniffing? Like, get rid of the fentanyl.
Bad heart, dude. They got a bad ticker. That's all it takes. That's it.
I mean, how much cocaine are you doing? You don't know you got a bad ticker? What do you think? The cocaine's going to make your heart stronger because you feel it pounding through your chest? We're here by the grace. Yeah, and that is true. That is true. That is true. I said the other day, man, a lot of my people who didn't make it were a lot of those no fear motherfuckers. You ever see them behind? No fear. No, that's stupid. There's something to be said about a good amount of fear. There's something to be said about a good amount of fear, dog. Fear has kept me alive, man. Yeah. Their number came up.
Yeah. I got to get a little sweater. I'm a little chilly. Hold on.
You're a little chilly?
I'm a little chilly.
Motherfucker ain't got no socks on. He's wearing shorts. He's got on a thin-ass shirt. And he's chilly? I guess so, right? He ain't wearing nothing. I mean, where the fuck is he? What's the temperature outside right now? What's the temperature out there, Ma? It's like, what, 80-something?
85 here.
Man, he needs to lower his fucking air conditioning. Anyway, people, if you're looking for something to do, man, and you're out in Atlantic City, come check out me. Come check me out. Over at AC Jokes. Go to acjokes.com and check out whenever we're fucking doing shows, which is every day now. We're 7 days a week now. So feel free to come check me out. And if you do come check me out, after the show, come say hello. Let me know that you came out. I would love to fucking talk the one-on-one with you, right, bro? You tell them, bro. We've chilled after shows. What else do I got to share? Also, if you're driving to work in the morning, check out the JoJo and Scotty morning show. I'm on that every Monday doing conspiracies and shit like that, man. So that's always fun. Oh, look at this guy. How cold? What do you got your AC set to, dog? Why are you so cold, man?
Oh, I'm in the 60s, baby.
Insane.
It works great.
I can't talk shit. I'm actually kind of sweating right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. King Handler says Americans have it so good that it can be 90 degrees outside, but they're cold inside. Exactly. Look, I always say it's good. Look, America is not, I'm proud to be American, but it's not an innocent country. You know what I'm saying? We need to hold
Who's
everyone.
innocent? Come
Everyone
on.
needs.
Who's
Everyone
innocent out
needs
there?
to hold the government accountable. But
Show
at the
me
end
an
of the
innocent
day, at the end of the
man.
day, even holding the government accountable, and what? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, they literally kind of said to us just now, even your vote don't fucking matter in reality. Because, like, let's say we vote against somebody and they want them in, they'll just kill the motherfucker and be like, we're putting them in. And what? Like, that's the message. And what?
They don't care, dude.
And what? That's the message. Trump said it when he first ran, right? He said, I could shoot someone in the street and I'd still get elected.
King Handel says nobody's taking my AC or musket.
Yeah, I mean, listen, even if you got your own heat, you can only fend them off for so long. And what's really sad is that, they need to use, like, basically the military, who is us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's our children, not mine. Mine didn't go in, but, like, it's people's children that they sent into the military to fight for us. But yet they will one day turn around and go against us.
I wonder what that contract looks like that you sign when you go into the military.
Like this, look into the light. That's what it looks like. Look into the light.
And you just
gotta
wake
remember,
up like,
man,
God bless America.
I don't think they're the same coming out that they are going in. There's a lot of brainwashing and shit going on.
Well, of course. What do you think boot camp is, dude?
Exactly. There's a lot of, doing it just because we say it,
That's all it is.
That's what I'm saying.
We own you, sign here.
So when you look at it like that, even if you got your own heat, you can only really fend them off for so long.
Oh, dude, yeah. I mean, they can nationalize the National Guard.
They could just napalm a whole neighborhood.
They could do that, yeah.
Which, by the way, every time you see those zombie movies, whether it's a virus or whatever the fuck it is, what do? They napalm the shit out of everybody.
Well,
that's what they always do, right? Get the fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. I mean, I guess, like, in a way, it's scary in a way, because, like, I already knew shit like this was gonna start licking once the COVID thing hit, and they locked everything down. Because I remember they said they're gonna shut everything down. I don't know who told me that, but they were like, they're shutting everything down. And I said, what do you mean they're shutting everything down? They said everything. They're shutting down everything. And I said, they can't shut down everything. Then they did. And then I went, and then I went, oh, okay. Yeah, now they're just letting us know they can do whatever they want. Whatever they want. Even to the point of, although I don't think he's going to do it, but even to the point of, if they all decide they want Trump to fucking run this shit, they'll just put him in. And
dude,
what?
It's been 5 years since COVID.
And what?
5 years.
And supposedly, numbers are coming out that aren't really good on the side of the V's. Doesn't make the V's look good. And the numbers are coming out that might have killed more people than the actual disease it was protecting them from, allegedly. And I just say that it's factual, but I'd say it allegedly, because but whatever, and what? And what? And we got 3 new ones for you to take this year.
Nothing.
And what?
Nothing. That's what. Nothing.
Okay. We're getting tornado warnings in Jersey now. Tornadoes.
Really?
What are you going to do? Yeah, dude. They want us inside, dog. They don't want you outside. Outside is where the health is. It's where the sun is, where the health is, being around other people, being outside, getting that fresh air. They don't want you doing that.
Yeah,
that's why the weather's been so fucked up. They're keeping us indoors one way or another. They'll do it with the weird rain that falls so heavy, and then you go out there and come back in and you're dry.
Big drops, right? Big drops.
Yeah, and then I come in and I'm dry.
I had big drops the other day, dude. They're huge. We're like, these things are like golf ball sized drops. They're massive.
I don't remember the rain bouncing.
Yeah.
Something's up, And then I look around and I go, and this is just for me living, just looking at the way, the weather used to be, looking at the way the clouds used to be, just looking at regular shit. The rain is different. You can't tell me it's not. I've been being rained on my whole life. I can tell it's
Oh,
different.
dude, I was at work the other day. It was early in the morning. It was like 4:00 in the morning, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm looking up at the stars, and I'm like, oh, look, there's the Big Dipper. I'm like, wow, I haven't looked at the stars in a while. And then two things that I think are stars start like up here, straight above my head, and then move like this, like together in tandem, like all the way down and disappear across the horizon. I have no idea what it was, bro. It wasn't a shooting star because it didn't fall like a shooting star, but it looked like two things were almost following each other like equidistance.
Who knows what the fuck they're doing, son?
Remember the drones, dude? Remember when there was drones all over New Jersey? What happened with that? Nothing.
I told you, I think one flew over my car, real low too. I just didn't care. You know, there's so many people now with myocardial symptoms, yeah, and some people are saying that it's directly resulted to the yes, 100% out of nowhere. Give me a break. Young kids, the number of young kids out of nowhere having that. It's all right there, people. You know what I'm saying? And what? That's what they're saying to us now. You know what I'm saying? The attitude is like, yeah, we forced you to take this, and it did what it did to you. And what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Sue us? What are you gonna do?
I mean, you know, I guess my new approach is, all right, well, they didn't get me. You know, I'm good. Things are all right for me now. You know, I guess we just got to protect ourselves.
And that's that's what I'm talking about. Like, what is it about? I don't know, man. It's kind of a fucked up thing. Like I said, going back to the Travis Scott thing, they're like looking for someone to blame. And I'm like, yes, it was overcrowded. Yes. The security wasn't that good. Yes. But what also about blaming the people?
Don't go.
People. Not even don't go. Don't go. How about if someone's right in front of you, you give them space. And you know what I'm saying? How about that? How about you just do what is just common courtesy? Common courtesy. That's all it is. I see someone standing in front of me. I'm not going to get this close to them. I'm going to give them a little bit of space so that they could jump around and not hit me. King Handel says, and Biden is just chilling on the Delaware beach right now with some kids. Biden is dead.
Yeah. That's it right there. That's it. There it goes.
I have no proof of this.
There you go.
I have no proof. It's not even alleged because I haven't heard this anywhere. This is simply my belief that Biden is dead, has been dead for at least, he's been dead for like 2 years at least. Once he got taller, I think he was dead. And now they're just like, we got to kill him off. We're tired of making
I think it was the bike. I think it's when they fell off the bike. That was it. That was the last one that did it.
You think he died off the bike? You think the bike fall killed him?
It wasn't immediately afterwards, but it was the hemorrhage in his brain. It was internal bleeding that got him.
Yeah, it could have been that. But either way, he's dead. Like, he's not alive.
Oh, no.
Whoever we're seeing is not Biden. Like, there's clones. We do know that, right? Like, they've cloned things. Like, we looked it up.
It doesn't come out. It doesn't come out as like an adult, though, right? Like a clone is just the same DNA, right?
I think it has to come out the age that you put it in.
No, dude, it's not like that. No.
I think it's big eggs.
No, dude,
big eggs like that thing where bodies are in there like this and shit, and then they come out. Oh, damn, man.
Yeah, I heard that go down, dude.
I just flipped my weed tray.
Oh, no.
It's not even like there was weed in it, but it had all like my rope papers and shit from breaking up the roaches. It's just a mess.
Bro says the guy was an empty suit and used a scumbag.
Oh, no doubt. The dude was a pedo, allegedly, but definitely a kid sniffer. Okay, at least. At least he was a kid sniffer. And a slime ball. And and a slime. He's just a slime. I don't know how anyone even liked him. I don't think anyone did. I think they just didn't like Trump, so they took what they can get with him. And I wouldn't have minded him if he could have made complete sentences. If he could have formed sentences, I wouldn't have minded him. I just would have been looking at my bank account and going, this dude ain't that good because I don't got no money. That's how I look at it. I look at my bank account. I go, oh, yo, we got a good president. I got some money in my bank account right now.
Yeah.
So that is what that is.
It's all about the perspective, my friend.
And is it wrong? I mean, is that a wrong thing to think as long as I'm doing good, fuck everybody? But I don't feel like fuck everybody. Mm-hmm. I just feel like I don't have to stress it as hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like fuck everybody. I just feel like, me first. I got to make sure I'm good first. But I'm not that dude that's going to take fucking 122 rolls of toilet paper because there's a storm coming. Like, that's what I'm talking. It's that mentality. That's the mentality. Like, even when these people came into the show, right? Going back to that stupid thing I just watched. Right away, they start running through
to the front.
Where you got to give your ticket. No, because that show didn't go on for hours later. Mm-hmm. They were there for hours. But
they were just trying to get the best seat.
No, they were trying to break in because there were people that didn't have tickets and it was an outdoor event. So they all just rushed and like broke down. They broke down the fences. They broke down everything and then started running to get to the concessions and to get to the merch, to buy merch. And I'm sitting here going, see, it's that stupid ass mentality.
Sin. It's that sin. Consumerism.
But it also creates the problem. You're all running there. How about you walk, right? And then when the person in front of you goes, by the time you walk there, they'll probably be taken care of and they'll be gone. And then you walk up, you'll get a little line. But, people are walking, not running and flooding the fucking place like a bunch of animals. And that's the problem. Like, what's the number where they start to be animals?
Apparently 12.
Fucking idiots. Like, right from the jump, they're running in. I'm like, why are they running? Why can't they just walk in? The show doesn't start for 9 more hours. Fucking idiots.
There you go.
Fucking idiots.
No wonder that happened.
And you want to know something? I bet you those people who ran in and started stomping, none of them got hurt. I bet you all of them did fine.
Nah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
Front, they got crushed.
Nah, they were doing the crushing. They're the fucking idiots. They're the idiots.
Yeah, that is always how it works out.
They should have did like they did with COVID. When they had places like that, they should put little stickers. You stand here. You stand here and have everybody stand.
And the funniest thing is like going into a place now, it still has these like thick plastic things hanging over, like at the bank or something. Where it's just like, dude, this has been here for 5 years. Like, take the shit off. Like little plastic dividers. It's like, come on. You see somebody wearing a mask, you're like, whoa.
I mean, I still see it. And you know what I look at when I see, it's like I see two things when I see a person still wearing the mask, right? Well, first of all, I don't know why that person's wearing a mask. For all I know, that person has got a low immune system and they need to wear a mask. I mean, that could also be a thing. Whatever. Asians, they've always been doing it, so I don't really care about that. But when I see someone like a couple wearing a mask at the show, I think two things. Well, I think two things. One, it's kind of sad how brainwashed and how they believed everything that they were sold. That's very sad. That they literally believe that shit. And right now they think that that mask is helping them when the truth is it's probably doing more harm than good. Neither here nor there. I don't know. Right. But then I sit there and go, okay, well, these are two people that are, well, probably one. And the other person's probably just going along with them. But let's say both of them still feel the same way. These are two people who are terrified to go outside. They literally believe that if someone sneezes around them, they're going to catch COVID, right? And despite that fear, they're still going out.
And they came to the show.
And they came to the show. So I give them credit for that. I don't rip them apart for doing that because I give them credit. That's a person who's scared to go out. But despite that fear, they're going out.
And
they're still saying
your comedy show.
They're still saying, fuck it, I'm still going to live. You understand what I'm saying? So, it's like a mixed emotion. I feel bad that this person is still wearing the fucking mask. Dude, you don't need the fucking mask. But I also feel, like, all right, well, this person is scared, but they're still out there. Brian, what's up, my dude? I hope you had a good trip, man. I hope the cruise was good. I actually just saw yeah, Cotton. I see Mass all the time, man. But like I said, that's my feeling on him, man. You can do whatever you want to do. Just don't force me to do it. That's always been my attitude. If you guys all want to do that shit, go ahead. Just don't force me to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know. And speaking of cruises, I also watched that cruise, the poop cruise.
Ah, dude, I couldn't watch that. Disgusting.
Once again.
Not that bad.
Once again, it just shows the mentality of people and how people are just so fucking, just when they're in a big bunch of, they're just, it's just a horrible thing, because right away everything went dead, right, on the thing. All the batteries went dead. They had a fire. The fire was, all right, fine, you know, fine. Now they're like, look, we got to ration the food. You know, you watched the poop cruise the night before you left.
It's disgusting.
Good. No, you should, because then you know. But here's the thing, dude. They're doing the food thing, and you know what everyone's doing? They're going up and they're grabbing all the food and they're hoarding all the food, and they're all. That's the shit that creates problems, you fucking moron. And those are the things where you need a leader to step up and say, "Oh, you're gonna hoard the food? Grab the legs, grab the feet, dump this motherfucker over. He's not a team player." You know what I'm saying? Kick that motherfucker off, man. You know? And the shit was, the thing is, too, like, they didn't handle none of that shit right. They had them peeing. They had them peeing in the shower.
Come on.
Well, it's not a big deal peeing in the shower. Fine. You got to pee in the shower. Fine.
Everyone pees in the shower.
My thing is, what they didn't tell you was eventually that shit was going to get filled up and start backing in. So then,
dog, come on. I didn't watch it on purpose, dude. Come on.
Yeah, so you don't have to. I'm telling you.
I don't want to hear it. Come on.
That's going to happen. Why didn't you just say, listen, the front of the ship is for the men. If you got to take a piss, put your dick over the edge of the fucking ship and pee into the ocean. Women use the fucking shower. Now you just cut down half of the fill up. Okay? And then it's like these people, something went wrong. This is called life, people. Sometimes shit goes wrong, right? So something went wrong, and right away, everybody just wants to be catered to. They can't deal with something going wrong. They can't be like, all right, something fucked up. This is fucked up. This ain't the way we wanted it to go. But now we have to deal with shit. Let's deal with it. You know? King Hannah says, Brian, Hove did that. So hopefully you wouldn't have to go through that. Brian said, I watched a bunch of kids swim in a pool for 8 hours. Not a single kid went to the bathroom. Oh yes, they did. Oh, yes, they did. Every one of them went to the bathroom, dog.
If you're out
None of them got out to go to the bathroom.
There's poop in the pool, poop in the pool, poop in the pool.
Astoria Pool, dog. You go to Astoria Pool, you come out from under the water, you'll see a diaper floating by, dog. Diaper.
I don't swim, dude.
And it'll be a diaper. It's almost like it'll be a diaper floating by with just the shit stain. So then you're like, dude, where's the shit?
Floating.
It's either floating. Up or down. It's either up or down. You don't know what the kid's fiber intake is.
That's true. Astoria public pool, probably pretty bad. It's a sinker.
Any public pool, man, is kind of a... I mean, not any. There's nice ones in nice neighborhoods because everybody doesn't go there on the same fucking day and act like animals. You know? And Brian says, yo, brother, I'll see you this week. Got to start the grill. Keep the last coming, guys. Yo, you go do that grill, baby. I will see you. I think Tuesday I'm going to be out there to see you. So we will see you.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Like, it's just that whole thing of people, like, just not caring about anybody else but themselves. And I get it. You have to look out for yourself. But, I mean, there does come a point of, isn't there some basic humanity anymore? Like, I watched that thing and it was like a bunch of motherfuckers just fending for themselves when your situation, dude, they were there for like 3 days. How many days was it? 2 days, 3 days, right? At most.
It's nothing. It's nothing.
And then of course, on the first day, everybody's getting antsy and it's hot. Right. I get that. So they opened the bar.
Not a great idea.
I mean, look, yeah, go on. Look, let's try to get, but of course, no, you can't do nothing nice because people in general in groups are assholes. So what do?
They
They're
got
double
fucked
fisting. They're just
up.
blah, 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 blah. Let's empty the fucking bar right now. And what happens when you drink? You gotta pee. Motherfuckers
And you
are
got to
peeing in
eat.
plants.
And you get hungry.
There's no food that's perishable because everything went down.
Was it a Carnival cruise? I feel like it was a Carnival cruise, right?
I think it was.
Yeah.
think
See,
it
you got to go on the
was.
nice ones. The nice ones, that might not happen.
And now I just saw this thing on TikTok where this chick's like, they don't like black people because they don't want, they don't want hip hop music on their cruise. Okay. I'm sure, like, if somebody went in there and they played, like some old school hip hop shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure, like, if I Ain't No Joke from from fucking from fucking, why am I forgetting his name now, man? Rakim, right? Like if Rakim came on, or like Stop the Violence came on from BDP, I'm sure no one's gonna say nothing. I'm pretty sure they're talking about all that pussy, kill, fuck music.
Well, dude, they play a lot of like reggae
and they're saying,
stuff like
and
that
they're
on cruise
saying that
ships.
they don't want, and they're saying that they don't want people bringing their own radios no more. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it, because I don't want to be on a cruise with my kid and you're listening to all your fucking booty juice fucking music next to me talking about fucking and killing.
Right. You want a family
and like
vacation.
that's all it's talking about. Right. I get that pussy. That's all it's talking about. No, I don't want that near my kid. In fact, I don't even want that near me, motherfucker. King Hannah says, Gary, not is there a certain type of behavior they don't want on the ships? My parents were going on a cruise for a while, no issues. No, they don't want that because that has become an issue. Because you're sitting there and you got a crew of people next to you that are loud, right? Rude, right? Being rude, loud, and they're playing the music, and it's music that you don't want to hear. They got music playing on the cruise. That's the music everyone's listening to. The music played on the fucking cruise. Okay, that's DJ. What it is. One DJ. No, not a bunch of individual motherfuckers playing this shit. Yeah, everything, man. Listen, man, that's booty all juice. You fucking hear. I remember when I lived in AC,
booty
man,
juice, booty juice.
My
gotta
fucking,
get me booty juice, dude, booty juice,
in
booty
my last
juice.
Building.
Where is the booty juice, booty juice, booty juice?
In my last building, dog. In my last building, the FedEx dude used to drive up listening to the worst hip hop I ever heard.
Dude, oh my God, it was brutal.
It was brutal. And then the dude who cleaned the hallway, and he'd start at like 8 a.m. with a speaker, not headphones, a speaker. And I hear the word pussy like 50 times in a row, and he's only on the first verse. The fuck are we doing here, dog? I don't even want to hear that shit, man. The music's not even good. Why is it Puerto Ricans and blacks feel like they need theme music? Put on some headphones. Everybody don't need to hear your theme music, man. You know what I'm saying? You're not the Jack of Spades.
I'm staying out of it. Who's the Jack of Spades?
You don't remember I'm Gonna Get You, Sucker? Where he goes, everybody needs their theme music. Everybody took that shit to heart, and now they're fucking all running around with theme music. Everyone don't need to hear your theme music. Let it play in your head. Imagine it, you fucking dummies. So fucking don't understand that you're being rude. And they get mad when someone calls you on it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't want people playing their own fucking music on the fucking cruise. It's bad enough that you motherfuckers come and you fucking just act wildin'. All ghetto, turning the cruises ghetto. Just watch it. It's ghetto. Don't you go on a cruise to get away from that shit?
Well, depends. Not a Carnival cruise. You got to know what you're buying, dude.
Let's take our ghetto somewhere else.
Carnival's like the spirit. It's the spirit of cruise lines. They used to be nice, but then
look, say what you want, but Spirit will get you there, right?
Well,
how many Spirit crashes have
cruise,
you heard?
bro. I've been on Carnival cruises before, but we stopped going on them 20 years ago.
How many Spirit crashes have you really heard of? It'll get you there.
One.
I mean, the whole flight, you feel like you're crashing because their fucking seats lean forward. So even when you're taking off, you feel like you're going down. But they get you there.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? I'm just saying, look, man, you had a fucking problem. The toilets went down. How about you use your own common sense? They're like, I'm not gonna shit.
Bottles.
They're like, I'm not gonna shit in a bag. Because they were like, yo, Gary, they lowered the price to the point the younger generation could afford it. It used to be only older folks with jobs, retired, could afford it. Yeah, that makes sense, dog. That makes sense. But that's the thing too. Like even these people, they said, all right, listen, the toilets ain't working. We're going to be giving you bags.
Mhm.
Sorry to tell you, you got to poop in the bag and you got to dump the bags. We're going to have places for you to dump the bags. And everybody's like, I'm not pooping in the bag. I'm not pooping in the bag. I'm not pooping in the bag.
Poop in a bag. Come on.
Or throw your ass over the side of the fucking ship and poop in the fucking river for all I fucking care.
Ocean.
But don't shit on the ship.
Yeah, how is pooping in a bag like a worse alternative than whatever else they were doing?
Then what happened afterwards when everything came back up and they were walking around in it?
I would have jumped overboard.
They were walking around in it. And the shit was 3 days. 3 days. And then what kills me too is that like we didn't know what to do. They had another Carnival cruise pull up right next to it. And everyone was like sitting there partying and laughing at them. Because they were like, we're chilling. Our edge is working. Fucking with them. You don't think they could have took some of those people? Because they said to get everybody off, it would have took hours. Well, how about you don't get everybody off? How about you just fill up the ships and get some people off so that you have less people to deal with on that ship?
Yeah, you got an airdrop, dude. You do the airdrop off the balcony.
Dude, you would exactly. Airdrops off the balcony, dog. Exactly. It's not fun, but you're in survival mode. And surviving doesn't mean taking all the toilet paper or grabbing all the fucking bananas. No, that's not surviving because now you have all the bananas. Now we all know you got all the bananas, right? How long you think you're going to survive when we all want a banana and we all know you got them? How long you think you're going to survive? So that's not surviving. You understand what I'm saying? That's being greedy and stupid, and that's going to get you killed. Different than that dude in the horror movies that closes the door on everybody and then turns around and gets right in the face. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, people. Can't we work together for 3 fucking days?
You got to.
Airdropping isn't that bad. Dogs do it all the time. I don't hear them complaining.
No.
Well, if they do, I wouldn't know.
Mm.
I don't know what the means. There's some owners out there who wipe their dogs' asses after they shit.
Yeah, I've seen that in Manhattan. I saw people have like baby wipes and they wipe the dog's ass. But they're usually like little dogs that have problems.
What's fucked up in the city is they wipe the dog's ass, but they leave the shit for you to pick it up with your shoes.
Oh, dude, and they leave the wipes on the ground too. You think it's a homeless person, but it's a fucking billionaire, 80-year-old who lives on the Upper West Side with a fucking
white carpet.
Yeah, and a Cocker Spaniel. That's blind.
In the city, whenever I see a single woman with like a fucking Great Dane, like a big Great Dane or like a big what's those other dogs?
Pit bull?
No, the ones that have like that thing with the alcohol on their necks. The
Doberman?
No, man. The ones that be out there in the cold. They save people supposedly. They have the
Huskies.
Huskies. Yeah, you be seeing those in New York, but they're like only half a husky because they don't have enough room to grow. So they're all very scary and very skinny. And then you see them with those big Dobermans, and I'm terrible. This is what
Saint Bernard.
This is Saint Bernard. Yeah, those two. Whenever I see them with those,
Apollo's like the biggest dog on planet
Earth. Whenever I see them, not Apollo's too big. It's those big skinny ones, Whenever I see them with those, I instantly think in my head, they're fucking that dog. Is that fucked up?
King Handel says it, but they tongue kiss their dogs.
Probably, man, when they do missionary.
Oh, maybe over the back too.
They have long tongues.
A little lean and lick.
Yeah, but I always think that, man. And I think it's because, and I'm going to share something with you.
You're a deviant.
Well, you know what it is, man. You know how things form in your head, right? The first time I told you the story, the first time I ever saw a porn magazine, right? There was a story in it. And in that story was a wife who was banging the dog.
Oh, that's why, dude. Yeah, it's ingrained.
So right away, that was the first time.
Childhood trauma. No wonder you're a deviant, dude.
And that's why I also don't care about trans people because, the first time I saw titties, it was a trans chick and a regular chick together in the picture. So I was just like, oh shit, some chicks got dicks. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't know because this is also, remember, like mid 70s, late 70s, early 80s. No parents weren't talking to kids. We weren't, it wasn't everywhere like it is now. So I was like, oh shit, some chicks got dicks. And I didn't even know. I just thought it was a normal thing. I just knew I preferred the one without the dick. For whatever reason, I was like, well, if I had to choose, I'll take the one without the dick. Because, I got the dick. What am I going to do with that? That one looks fun. I could do something different. It's different. It was just, I naturally was like, I want the one without the dick. I think the dick makes a big difference.
Cotton
WGFD, what's that?
Gonna fuck dogs.
Is that what it is? Did you look it up?
No, dude.
I have a neighbor whose dog is always barking. I think old boy is crying to help because the owner is violating the dog. Is it a big dog? Because see, big dogs, man, the big dogs is banging like that's consent.
How did we get here?
Well, because I said whenever I see a chick in New York with a big ass dog, I always think she's banging the dog, which then brought me back to my childhood of the first porn magazine, which then said, yeah, there's probably some trauma in there. I don't know. Who really gives a fuck?
Well,
I miss the days when nobody gave a fuck.
Show.
Well, and now I'm at the point.
Starting to be now. We're back.
So where are we now? This is where we are now, man. This is where we are now because, the government just came out and said, fuck y'all. We're going to do whatever we're going to do. We're going to say whatever we're going to say. And you guys are going to do what the fuck we tell you. Right? Fine. So where are we now? We're in a point now where I'm at a point, at least, where after the Diddy thing, shut up. Like, if you're an artist, right, whether it's in the movies, if you're a movie star and you've gotten the lead to 2 movies, shut up. If your album went platinum, shut up. If you produced a platinum album or produced a bunch of people's albums, shut up. Okay? Because it sounds to me like they kept up their end of the bargain. Sure, you had to get fucked in the booty hole. Sure, you had to suck about 32 dicks. Sure, you probably got bukkakied by a bunch of old men with fucking old white wigs, like George Washington wigs and shit, in a very dimly lit room. And they didn't give you a towel. They just gave you your clothes and told you to put it back on and walk home. Right?
Sure,
you had to do all that shit. But you know what? They kept their end of the fucking bargain. You got your movie. You went platinum. You got to produce a bunch of albums. Okay? Shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear about your childhood fucking traumas if you stayed in the fucking business and still kept making movies. I used to feel bad for Bieber. But Bieber went platinum how many fucking times?
Well.
All right, that's the payment. They kept up their end of the bargain.
I don't know. I feel bad for the Biebs, dude. I don't know if he had a choice.
I don't know
if he agreed for all that. Yeah, I think they sold him in. He was a child, dude. He was like 9.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But then there comes a point.
Oh, he was already in, dude. He was way too in.
I'm not with that whole once you're in it, you're in it shit, man. Nah, I'm not with that, man. I think there's a point where once you can get old enough to say, fuck this.
Look at Aaron Carter.
How much money do you need?
Dude, that's how you end up dead in a bathtub, Poppy.
No, see, but here's the thing.
Yeah, no, that's
here's the thing.
Get out.
Take your money and run.
Yeah, Aaron Carter. Died in a bathtub.
Aaron Carter didn't take his money and run. He took his money, got out of the thing, stuck around, and supposedly he was about to release some book or some movie. He still wanted to go against them. Take your money and run. King Henderson says some people get tampered with and get nothing. Then I'll hear from you. You're allowed to talk if you went to a Diddy party, right? And you got baby oiled up, and then Diddy and whoever was in the top 10 all ran a train on you, and you didn't even go gold. Your album got shelved. Then I want to hear from you. Then call Licata and Garcia, LLT, all right? And we'll argue your case for you, okay? But if you went platinum, if you made millions, shut the fuck up. I got to be able to listen to something.
You're right.
I got to be able to watch some movies. Some movies. I can't even watch fucking Adam Sandler now because I'm on TikTok and they're showing all these videos of Adam Sandler talking about pizza parties.
Oh no.
Talking about, I love going to Jennifer Aniston's pizza party. She got the best pizzas, all types of pizza. And I'm like, et tu, Brutai? Et tu? Come on, man. Everybody shut up. These people are rich. We already know they're horrible people. We already know that. I know that. I know that. I know that the most talented people don't make it. Why not? Because it's not just being talented. You also got to sell your soul. There's that little thing. There's that thing to it too. You got to be ready to, otherwise you're going nowhere. All right? You're going nowhere. You got to be comfortable with just filling up the seats that are in that little place that you're at. You want to get to that level, then that's the club, baby. Okay? And if you join the club and you don't go platinum, call me up. But if you fucking got millions of albums out there and you got billions of dollars, I don't want to see you sitting on your gold throne talking about, they fucked me in my ass. Okay, I could have guessed that. You're sitting on a gold fucking throne, you dumbass. I could have guessed that. Get yourself one of those blow-up rings, put it on your gold throne, and sit. I don't want to hear it no more. I don't want to hear it no more.
When you're
at
right,
the end
you're
of
right.
the day, what happens? Nothing.
When you're right, you're right.
At the end of the day, nothing happens. Nothing happens to these people. You know? And I can't wait for Diddy to get out. I can't. I want to see all these people like, I didn't say that. I didn't say that, Diddy. I never once said no Diddy. I wonder if people are still going to say no Diddy when Diddy gets out.
They might. Not.
I don't know, man. I think one thing we all learned from this whole thing is that Diddy
he
is
might
a gangster.
copyright it. Yeah,
I think we did learn that Diddy is a gangster.
He don't play.
I didn't think he was, man. He covered it up well with that take that, take that, take that. And it winds up that take that had a lot of meanings.
He's like the Teflon Don, dude. He didn't get caught up on no racketeering charges.
They might. Well, it's hard to get you on a gang charge when you don't have no gang. It's kind of hard, man.
They're trumped up charges. You said it from the beginning.
You know,
you
once I saw those charges, I was like, what are these charges? This ain't even nothing that anyone's talking about. In reality, none of the charges was anybody talking about. You know, he wasn't getting charged with beating up Cassie. Yeah, he's a slime. He did it, but he wasn't getting charged with that.
Yeah.
So, what was all that?
It doesn't make any sense.
It's all bullshit. At the end of the day, man, it's all fake and gay. Like Candace says, she got cups that says everything is fake and gay. Bro says Diddy's going to do a Russell Simmons and head to some fancy island with a non-extradition policy. Yeah, I mean, listen, that's what I'm saying. You could take the money and go. Diddy's probably going to go hook up with Epstein somewhere, man. You know what I'm saying? They have a place to go. You think they don't have a place to go? Of course they do. Of course they do. There's islands. We're not going to let you on the island, and you don't know who's on that fucking island. What are you talking about? You know, but whatever.
I love the islands.
We could all rest assured now, rest easy, knowing that our government isn't lying to us, knowing that Epstein's gone, so now there's nothing else to worry about.
Isn't that great, G?
Knowing
that feels so good. Look at the smile I got on my face.
Yeah, man.
Yay!
So we could all rest a little easier. My shoulder feels better. I knew it was tension. You know.
Yeah. What up?
Yeah. So we could all rest. We could all rest a little bit easier, knowing that Patel is in charge of the FBI, and knowing that, you know, it is what it is. You know. It is what it is. And in all honesty, if we're going to talk about even like government shit, man, I think people should start thinking twice when they talk about going to war and shit like that. Because when people talk about America going to war, I think they're actually thinking about back when our military was filled with toxic masculinity, like myself, people who were just wanted, like, you had to put
somebody in the crosshairs and blast their brains.
That was like, man, I joined for something. Let's start some shit. We don't got that military anymore, man. Our front line It's going to look like a flag. It's going to have purple hair, red hair, blonde hair, blue hair. You know, there's going to be earring holes all over the place. They're going to change the way the helmets are so they can fit the fucking loops. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same team, dog.
Jungler said he enlisted in 04 when he was 17. It was a different era. He said facts.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to see the people going up there. You're going to see a bunch of dudes with wigs on and titties. You know, let's go fight this war. All right, let's go into Iran, and I'll be damned if anyone's going to tell me where I can urinate. I'm going to go there, shoot some Iranians in the head, and then first thing, use a woman's bathroom. And then what are they going to do to me? Huh? Fuck out of here.
Dude, you sound like a cross-dresser you knew from your neighborhood.
Everybody knew him. Back then, they didn't blend in that good.
That was Randy.
They didn't blend in good back then, man. Back then, you know, you could tell. Nowadays, yo, they're trying to put women. And what kills me is women fight their fight, and they don't even realize they're trying to put you out of business, baby.
Well, not the real ones.
They're trying to put real women out of.
No. The real ones aren't in on it.
Oh yeah. But I'm saying they're trying. You know, every generation says the same thing about the next.
That is.
But true. Here's the thing: are they wrong? See, with every generation, are they wrong? Like, let's just take it with music, right? Like, people from the 50s say our music was better than the music from the 60s. People from the 60s say their music was better than people from the 70s. 70s says their music was better than the 80s. 80s says better than the 90s. And being into all kinds of music, I don't know if I could argue that against that. In a way, it's true.
Yeah, I agree.
In a way, it's true. Now, that's not saying like every place don't have their good music.
Right.
Every place does. But when you look at what the music was talking about, you'll see the degradation of humanity. That's why there's no real love songs anymore. If you look at it, there's no love songs. It's either songs about getting your heart broken or lust songs. About fucking and this and that, because you got all
booty juice.
You got all these dudes growing up, right, without fathers in the house. You know what I'm saying? So they're growing up, learning to be in touch with their
mothers
feelings.
Addicted to the pipe, man. Ain't nobody around.
They don't know what love is. So how could they possibly write a song about it? They know what lust is, so that's what they write about. They know what a broken heart is because they get into relationships and it doesn't work out because they got into a relationship on all that lust thought. So you can see in music the degradation of our society. You know what I'm saying? And it's not to say I don't like I like hardcore music, man. I like AC/DC. I like, you know, Highway to Hell and all that shit, but I know what I'm listening to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at what the lyrics and the music is speaking about to say what it inspires. You know, Billie Eilish and Taylor Swift played a huge role in that. They're all playing their part. You know, all the people who get pushed and get promoted in music industry is simply to play that role. I mean, just look at, and hip hop does show it the best. Hip hop really does show it the best, which is, you know, you can't understand anything they're fucking saying. And when you can't understand what they're saying, they're not saying anything. What's promoted is the shit that talks about taking as much drugs as you can, fucking as much women as you can. Now you're only hearing women on the radio mostly. And all the women on the radio, you're not hearing no MC Light. You're not hearing no Queen Latifah. Everything is just about how good you can handle a dick. You know? And then a video comes out of you fucking, and you were sitting there like a dead fish, and everybody's like, fuck this bitch. She's fake. She don't fuck like she says in her hip hop songs. Who was that? Meg Thee Stallion? A video out of hers, and she was like a lazy fuck. And everybody was like, oh, she ain't real. She ain't real. She only does missionary. She sucks dick, but she does it with a face. She doesn't enjoy it. She says in her music, promoting these chicks to be whores. I saw a video the other day. What's that? Pink Pony Club? I'm at the Pink Pony Club. You heard that song?
The anxiety song is a bad one.
Club. That song gives me anxiety. That song is meant, and I'm not even a dude that's riddled with anxiety. I don't give a fuck about anxiety. But I hear that song, that shit gives me anxiety. I'm like, change that fucking song. It's just giving me, I think it's in the frequencies of that song. That song is meant to give you anxiety, dog. You know, and that Pink Pony Club shit, I see a video with a mother and 4 little children, little girls singing Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing. You're raising little fucking strippers. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. That's the problem. It starts once again with the parents. And if the parents are a bunch of young motherfuckers who don't know nothing and they ain't respecting the elders who have the wisdom to teach you something, then everyone's fucked.
It takes a village, my friend.
In a sense,
we got a jungler that's spoken like a father. Spoken like a father. Who cares?
No, but you got to be careful though too, because yes, it does take a village, but not in the sense that these motherfuckers are trying to say when they go, "It's our children."
No.
The children of America are our. Yeah. No, they're not your children. You fucking baby sniffing, adrenochrome drinking, fucking tickling baby assholes, piece of shit. They're not your kids. They're fucking our kids. I have a kid. It's my kid. Nobody helps me with the fucking bills. You understand what I'm saying? They're our kids. Yes, it takes a nation, meaning it takes the whole neighborhood. Like if I see your kid doing something wrong, I'm going to let you know. Just don't tell them I told you, because the kid's probably bigger than me and the father's probably not in the home, which means he's got an attitude problem. And now he's going to come looking for me because I ratted on him to his mother, who ain't going to do shit anyway. What could she do?
Spoken like experience.
How about, and that's not that. How about this? How about this? Because it all starts, you always got to go back to the very beginning, and I've always said the ones who control sex, other than rape and shit like that, which is wrong, is the woman. Start fucking dudes that you could stay with.
Good point.
Start fucking dudes. When you're going to fuck a dude, right? If you're not on any kind of birth control, because there's your choice right there. Oh, I don't get a choice. No, you got a choice. What kind of birth control do you want to use? That's your choice. What kind of birth control do you want to use? Okay,
is 100%.
Whatever it is, you want to do the pull-out game, then you're fucking, you're playing with a loaded deck, right? Or whatever. There's your choice, right? What kind of shit you want to use? If you don't
loaded
use
deck,
shit,
that'd be a great name for a porn on a cruise ship.
But the point I'm trying to make is, why don't you start fucking dudes that if they got you pregnant, you'd be like, mind. All right. Or okay. Okay.
You'd be happy about it.
Instead, you got chicks out there now hooking up. And that's why I'm saying chicks, because dudes, if you're going to put it in dudes' hands, dudes fuck anything. Which is why chicks are fucking anything now, because you want to be like dudes. It's not something women did. That's something dudes do. So now chicks are doing it, right? So now you got chicks going online to date, hooking up to date a dude, fuck them on the 3rd fucking night, and then turn around and be like, oh, we got to slow shit down. We're moving too quick. Well, how much slower can you go than fucking? What do you mean, anal? You want to hold off on the anal? Because we already fucked, so I would think we're already there. Why don't we just play this out?
That's
true. What the fuck are we talking about?
They do that.
I don't feel sorry.
Jungler says that was his relationship back in February.
Sorry to hear that. But like I said, I mean, we make choices, man. I made some bad choices.
That's how it goes.
I have to deal with them. Start taking responsibility.
You have to. You got to be responsible for your own decisions.
With all this shit, when you're out there looking for justice, and when you're out there looking for accountability, how about you start with yourself? How about that? The role you played in the situation you're in. Start there.
It all starts by looking in the mirror.
I'm just saying, man, like,
that was a good rant.
I could easily blame a lot of people for the things I've done. I could sit there and go back to, like, all the traumatic experiences in my life and blame them. Or turn around and sit there and go, okay, everybody has traumatic experiences. How we move on is what matters, right?
Yep.
Okay. Why do I have to carry around, shit that I either made up for or shit that somebody else did to me? Why do I got to carry that weight? You know what I'm saying? Fuck that, man. Bro says it was awesome. I went to church today and didn't get what I just got.
Mm.
Oh, well, thank you, brother. I mean, I don't know if I said anything really intelligent. I kind of was just ranting, but it's from the heart, man. And I'm just saying, I'm like, I worry about things like this too. I got a grandkid now. You know what I'm saying? I worry about these things, And as I get older, it's like, man, because you know what it is too? Growing up, I didn't have no one older to really teach me anything.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I can't sit there and go, I remember my father taught me this and my father taught me some things, but a lot of times it was through watching What Not to Do or through some sort of drunken haze. But like, I got a lot of wisdom I would love to instill on people because I made a lot of mistakes, So, if you ask, I'll fucking help, but I'm not going to cast my fucking pearls to swine. We got a jungler says no one wants to look in the mirror because it's easier to keep your head in the sand and enjoy the blissful ignorance. Majority of people are comfort creatures.
I'm not going to pass my pearls to swine.
Yeah, man, that's scripture. That ain't me, man. It says don't
beautiful.
cast your pearls to swine. If they don't want to hear it, then fuck it. Bro says, yo, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. And you just gave pearls to wood. Thank you, brother. I don't want to get emotional today, man. I am in a flurry of things going on in my brain, man. It's been a rough month. But,
But we're here. Rated G.
His grace is sufficient, man. I'm still here, man.
Amen.
That's why I got the shirt on today, too.
I like they're wearing it. Yeah.
I always wear the shirt on purpose. It's always to remind me that there's people out there that actually love me.
Dude,
they don't know me, but they love my comedy, and that's cool. I made them laugh.
And
that reminds me, I brought joy to some people. And that's fun. That's fun. That's fun to like just be able to bring something good. You know what I'm saying? Like I always tell people, don't be surprised if you see me doing something wild or fucking up out there, because I'm a fuck up. But it's good to know I did something. I at least attempted to do some good shit in some sort of way.
That's how I am, man. Come on. Life's too short. You never know. You got to live every day like it's your last day on earth.
I try, man. We got a juggler that says, I love you. If you ever came to perform in Minnesota, St. Paul, I would buy tickets. Man, I'm trying to get everywhere, man. I'm trying to work with a manager now. I'm trying to get a video up so I can get some stuff. Hopefully I'll be coming out to a place near you soon. Raymond says, what up? Raymond, what's up, baby? What up, fellas? Been a while since I caught up. An hour and a half late to the party, damn it. That's all right, man. But it'll be up there, man. You could catch anything you missed, man. Which I don't know if you missed anything. What else is hard to tell, man? Every time we finish the show, I'm always just like, I don't know.
We talked about fucking dogs, dog fucking. We talked about poop cruises. We talked about Diddy, Epstein.
Yeah, man, it's been a fun conversation. The other day, because I tell you this all the time, right? Like whenever I put something out, even with the podcast, but especially when I put out any kind of material, I always wonder, like, because when I watch it, to me, it sucks.
Right.
So if somebody says it sucks, I don't even get upset because I'm like, I guess they saw what I saw. It's sort of like, even with the music back in the day, whenever I listened to myself, I always was like, that sounds horrible. I don't like the sound of my voice.
Raymond, we did talk list. About yeah.
No, there's no retracted list. There is no list. There is no list. Get that retracted shit out of your mind. There is no list. But I always wonder, like, because I remember, like, when I did all those things, like the one that we filmed, which is the one we did.
Mixtape?
I could get killed for telling you this, right? That's the one me and you did, right?
Yep.
I remember that show was awesome. That was such a good show. But then when I watch it, I don't see that when I watch it.
Well, it always goes like that.
You understand what I'm saying? So I always wonder when somebody watches it, do they laugh? Like, are they sitting at home, not even knowing me, and looking at that, and I'm making them laugh? I never really think I do, but then I met this dude the other day, and he's like, "Yo, dude, I just watched all your episodes before I came to the show. I saw all your."
That's Raymond, dude.
He said you had. He said you had me. He said you had me dying. I said, really?
Yeah.
Made my day, man.
Yeah, Raymond watched back every episode we've ever done.
Yeah. I mean, I watch our episodes, man. I think they're fun to watch. I know,
but he's just a listener. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's cool.
Well, I would like to think the listeners is really what makes this show so fucking good. You guys commenting and talking, and there's been times we were ready to call it a night, and then your comments alone just kept us talking for another hour. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate you guys, man. You know, and I hope everybody had a great 4th of July, man. You know,
Mhm.
that's a weird one too, right? Oh, I
Mm.
stumbled on this stream. Well, man, we're glad you did, man. We're glad you fucking came, man. Where are you coming out of? Where are you located? Are you New York, Jersey? Are you out of town? We just like to know every now and then. Then we had some dude kicking it with us from Sweden once or
Sweden.
some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's Chillamandum.
Chilliman. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's fucking cool,
He's from
man.
Sweden. I think Seymour is in Florida or California or something like that. You got people in New York. We're all over, dude. Worldwide.
Well, I love you guys, man. You guys are
Arizona.
fucking awesome. You guys are awesome. Arizona. Oh, rock and roll, Arizona. What the fuck did I just see about Arizona the other day?
Rusty Shackelford. It's the same guy. Yep.
Oh,
Me and
yeah,
Rusty.
yeah, yeah. Back in
Rusty.
2014. The
Mm.
East Coast, man. Listen, the East Coast is becoming more and more like the West Coast.
I know.
Everything's just combining. You know what I'm saying? The West is starting to get colder days, and the East is starting to melt. Fucking summer showed up 3 weeks late with an attitude like we were the ones who were late, man. It went
I
from
like the
like the
summer.
day before was like 30 degrees, and the next day was like 105. And I'm like, really, dog? Why don't you pull back a little bit? All right. We know you're here. Finally, you showed up. Okay, relax. You don't have to fucking melt me. And that's the thing. Even now, is it summer? It is today.
Yeah. I got
You
a
understand
jacket
what I'm
on.
saying?
It's
It's
freezing in
like
my
you
apartment.
get 2 good days in a row, and I kind of feel like whenever we get like 2 or 3 good days in a row, I feel like someone's gonna lose their job.
Yeah. Well,
Someone fell asleep at the switch by letting us have 3 good
they're like,
days in
no,
a row.
rain.
There was supposed to be a
Rain.
fog or rain or something was supposed to come, but they gave us 3
Yeah.
good days. Someone's getting fired. And it's funny because I feel like I said the other day, I said the what did I say? I said the seasons have all become fluid.
Mm.
You know, they
And
kind
gender
of did to
fluid.
the seasons what they did to the frogs. But instead of turning them gay, they turned them fluid. Because like summer's like, no, I'm still summer. But I don't know. Tomorrow I might feel a little wintry. You know, maybe Friday a little monsoony. I don't know. Let's see how I feel. Maybe I might feel springy. I don't know. I might be spring next week. You know, but I always come back to summer because it's who I am. The fuck out of here, man. And what kills me is like I'll sit there and say they're fucking with the weather, and people will be like, "You really think they're fucking with the weather?" They told us they're fucking with the weather.
I know, dude. They have the cloud
All you
seeding
gotta
thing.
do is not just the cloud seeding, dude. Cloud seeding, tornadoes. In the Middle East, they created a crazy rainstorm that wound up fucking them up because they weren't prepared for all that rain because they lived in a fucking desert.
Yep.
Okay, there's a reason why it's a desert. We got a juggler said, did you see the EPA said they were going to release all information they know about cloud seeding, weather engineering? Anyone else feel like that's a distraction from the Epstein files? What Epstein files? There are no Epstein files. See, I'm glad we did this podcast because there's still a bunch of people out there who think there's Epstein files. There are no Epstein files. All right. The man barely existed. If it wasn't for the fact that he committed suicide, he wouldn't even ever lived. He wouldn't even have lived if he hadn't committed suicide. All right. There are no files. There are no victims. We can all sleep easy now.
It never happened.
Don't worry about Epstein. We're talking about practice. Are we talking about practice? I couldn't believe Trump said that. I never lost more respect for a fucking person in my life. Are we talking about Epstein? We're still talking about Epstein? Yeah, you remember the guy you ran on? Trey Mills. They make it rain every weekend. They mess with the weather. Want to bump red label. I'm getting tomorrow. What? Oh, rock and roll, baby. Rock and roll. If you're going to be home, it's always great to have some bumps with you. We got a juggler says, and there's always minutes missing of the footage every day while the tape switch over. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. 24-hour footage, but we're going to miss a minute.
What tapes,
at the
dude?
same
What
time.
tapes? What tapes? There's no tapes. Come on.
There are tapes, dude. They're going to show us the one from the day before and the one from the day after, and
Yeah,
those
but
two are
it's
missing
not,
a
dude,
minute
it's
too.
a file. There's no way it's not digital. They're recording
No,
something
it's
on
an
the tape,
actual
bro.
tape, dude.
Yeah.
Real to real, dude.
Real to
There's
real.
a guy
Oh,
there
God.
watching them like this.
It takes him a minute to switch. That's what it is.
Yeah, he has to change the reels, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Real to real. Jeez, dude.
We're living. It's just
exciting.
A movie. It's a
It's
movie.
exciting.
And you know what's good about a movie, dude, is that means that you, my friend, are an actor.
Mm-hmm.
You are the actor in this movie, dude. So pick your role.
Roll credits.
Pick your role of what it's going to say on the credits, man. Are you going to be a main character? Are you going to be a background character that's just going to pretend to talk? You know, you sit in the back like,
be caterer, assistant to the caterer.
Huh? Are you going to be a boom? You're just going to hold the shit? Huh?
Yeah.
What's going to be your role in this movie that we're all in, people?
Assistant to the caterer.
That's the question. Are you going to be man number 3?
Yeah.
Huh? Ladies, are you going to be slut number 7? Is that going to be the role that you play in this movie, or are you going to have a name for yourself? Huh? Or are you just going to be
slut number
7?
Or
you're just going to be slut 7? I was in that movie. I was slut number 13. Ooh. You know, fellas, who are you going to be? What's going to be your role in the background of this all? Are you going to be a main actor? Are you going to be a fucking action actor? Or are you going to be fucking, who was that British dude in all the love stories? Are you going to be a little bitch man too? Is that who you're going to be?
Benedict Cumberbatch?
The fuck out of here. We got a juggler said, we got, what he say? I feel like the older I get, the more I feel like I'm an actor in this crazy movie. No, it's because we
are. It feels like
it's been. The funny thing is, we always see things as metaphors, and sometimes you gotta look at things for what they are. Who was it that said the whole world is a stage and all of us but mere actors? Isn't that the same guy who said one day we'll all have 15 minutes of fame? Isn't that the same person?
Ralph Waldo Emerson.
And then look at it, man. Like right now, everybody is actors. If you got a TikTok, you're putting up shit there because you think motherfuckers want to see you crack eggs open or put on your makeup. Motherfuckers want to see you complain. I mean, I guess that's why I do this shit. I mean, I'm complaining this whole thing, but like some people I like to hear complain, other people I don't.
Yeah, we got
some people
complain. People who like
some people complain and they make me laugh. I like to hear Buddha complain. I like to hear Terry McNeely complain. You know,
Terry's good.
Some people complain and it just sounds like all you do is complain. You know what I'm saying?
It says moderators checking my message. That's not good. Getty Lee Limelight. I don't know what that means.
Is that who said it? Is that who said the quote? Yeah, but I'm just saying it's true. You know, it's true. Did you ever wonder, like, for a second, what would all these people, like, you know, the ones like the moms with the retarded, with the Downy, with the little Downy, you know, the moms who films, and the moms is like had all this work done, fake titties, wears this sexy thing, and she got her little Downy girl there, and then she's sitting there doing the dances with her on TikTok, and then she's getting millions of views because, oh, isn't she a great mother? Look how she dances with her Downy. You know, meanwhile, all she's doing is using that child for likes. For likes. That's all she's doing. You think when the camera is off, she's dancing? Huh? I have a feeling when the camera is off, she's smacking her in the fucking back of the head like, you spilled the fucking drink again! Stop shaking! Sam, what up, baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, don't forget to text me your address, man. I want to plan out my route to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's a big day. I go to meet my granddaughter.
You gotta see the baby.
You gotta see the baby.
Send pictures, please.
It's breathtaking.
Breathtaking. You gotta send me pics.
I didn't.
I'm so excited. No. You sent me one early on, but I mean with you and the baby.
Oh yeah. I'll get some, of course. Yeah, that's right. I wasn't even thinking about pics. Because I always live right in the moment, man. See, I wasn't even thinking about pics. I was just thinking about meeting them.
Yeah, but I want the picture.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll get one. Yeah, I'm sure I'll get one. You know, we got a juggler. He says, I'll be man bitch number 7 after my marriage that lasted 6 weeks, December 4th through January 25th, before she told me I can lie to you as much as I want. If you don't like it, be with someone else. Well, congratulations. You didn't like it. and you moved on, man. I can lie to you as much as I want. Well, listen, dog. Sometimes we marry the wrong person. Be happy that yours lasted as short as it did. Mine was 25 years. You know what I'm saying?
That's a life sentence.
And I realized that, like, that's why I always say country is the humbled man's hip hop.
Thanks, Sam.
It's the humble man's hip hop, because like hip hop, to be hip hop, you have to be like, you're the man. No one's better than me. I'm the shit. I'm the best writer. I'm the best fuck you're ever gonna have. I'm the strongest man in the group. I'm the shit. Right? And then what happens is you get married, Nah, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you what it is, right? What country is right now.
R&B.
Then you get married and you get divorced and your wife takes everything. And then you start all over and you're a broken man. And now you got to tell that story, but you can't tell that story in hip hop because hip hop's not for broken men. So the only place you can go is country. That's why I started doing country music, man. Check out Rust and Blues if you never checked out my band. I got some shit up there that you can find on SoundCloud and shit like that. It's basically, we call it ghetto country. You start writing country music. You know what I'm saying? Because you start telling the story, but the stories of a broken man. Yeah, man, I did some country shit, And it's funny because I remember when I started writing it, right? When I started writing music, I started writing songs again, and it was just coming out country. I wasn't trying to write country music. You know what I'm saying? And it just started coming out country. And my daughter goes, "Why are you writing country music?" And I go, "I have no fucking idea. That's just what's coming out." It took me a while to realize, because a broken man, that's where they go, to country.
How about that?
Yeah, at least that's my theory. Might not be true, Rustin, Rustin, Blues, Bluez. Yeah, we got a couple of things up there. I also had a Christian hip hop band called True to Life. I've done a lot of things, man, and then I was signed to Epic Records with Smoking Suckers with Logic, SSL. So I've done it all. If you start with SSL and go all the way through, you could actually see my life. You'll know everywhere I've been. It's crazy. Every now and then I like to sit back and I play it from the beginning right through to the end. And then I just cry at all my broken dreams. You just went from 33 to 34. Yeah, baby. Boo, 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 boo. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. I remember Petey's wife once said, because I let her hear some of my songs, she was like, "Oh my God." And I go, "What?" She goes, "I don't think anyone's ever going to really appreciate how talented you are until you're dead." And Petey goes, "Why would you say that to him?" And I go, "Nah, I think she's probably right."
Yep.
Because like, well, who's really going to dig up my old shit unless I get enough SIPs and RIPs on my Facebook that people actually get interested and they go, oh, he was signed to Epic. Oh, and then they look up the name and then the name brings them to all the other shit. And then they go, "Oh, wow, this dude actually has some cool shit." Because I actually had some cool shit. I think the SSL album is a classic in hip hop history that 98% of hip hop people never heard.
Right. Well, people know it, dude. They know it. Yeah.
I'm very big in Germany. And Amsterdam.
Red light district.
I'll take it where I can get it, baby.
Yeah, dog.
But listen, man, I got shows tonight as well. I got some things to do. I appreciate, man, that first of all, Brian, I appreciate you. I know shit has been going crazy. You know what I'm saying? And coming back, love it. Oh, we got Yorsi coming out. You just brought him up, man. Listen, if you're only gonna see me once, man, if you're only gonna come out to Atlantic City once, we got Yorsi Thomas coming out. What date is that?
The 18th.
Bring that back up. The 18th, man. Yo, Yorsi is the shit, man. If you're gonna come check out one show this year, check it out. We got to get him back on the show. Yeah, we should bring him back on the show, man. I'm huge in Japan. Are you talking height?
He says to play on words.
Or dick size, because both of those are kind of easy to pull off in Japan. Unless you're Japanese. Oh.
I got to pick up one of these soon.
Oh, yeah, man. I got to get one for my granddaughter.
Mm.
Damn, I'm mad. I got to get one for my
Thank you,
granddaughter.
Cotton.
Thank you, man. Listen, man, like and subscribe. Subscribe. Hit that little bell. This way, when we go on, you'll see. We're normally on every Tuesday, but the truth is, man, life is hectic, dog. And, we do this for love, not for money. So,
Mhm.
When the life gets hectic, we have to take some days here and there. Let me read some of those comments before we go, though, man.
Mm.
Grats, Brian. I didn't know you were a dad, too. Not yet, but yes, he is, actually.
Checking.
Technically, he is. He just hasn't really held his baby yet.
Yeah,
So
the
rock
baby's
and
just
roll.
it's on the inside.
It's on the inside, but it's here. I always say that. Raymond says, I will be heading over to New Jersey for indoor snowboarding on the 25th this month. Anything specially happening down on AC that weekend? Probably. With us, I don't know. What's going on the 25th? I think we got somebody out here.
Christine Caroline?
Oh, that's the Cougar, comedy Cougar. She's funny as fuck. Yeah. So we got people down here, man. Yo, and we'll send you whenever we do it. In case we miss a show, we like to let people know when we're coming on. But usually Tuesdays, and we try to get another day out there in the week.
Thank you, Cotton.
We're as unpredictable as the show is, dog. To be honest, this we do. We just come on, talk shit. Hopefully we have something to say. I like. So yeah, man. Check her out. She's fucking funny as fuck.
Every
man.
Tuesday with the show on Sunday.
Yeah, with a show on Sunday. Do a snowboard to 1 a.m. at the Big Snow American Dream. Fucking dope, man. Yo, is it cool when you guys go live if I promote you? Yeah, man. Don't keep us a secret, man. Please do, man. The more the merrier. Even though I always say it, man. I don't know how many people I want listening to the bullshit we kick. I say
couple thousand, like 10,000. That's it.
Yeah, man. Look, we're supposed to come. Yeah, man. Don't keep us a secret, man. Let people know. Feel free to share the episodes on your pages and everything, man. And other than that, man, guys, it's Sunday. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend, man. I hope you guys are blessed. Stay strong. If you're in the struggle, know we all are in it, and we're all in it together, baby. We too shall overcome, man. We made it this far, right? Feeling good. Brian, man. So good to see you. Follow Brian at Brian the Video Guy. Follow me at Gary G. Garcia. Check me out on the JoJo and Scotty morning show every fucking Monday at 7:15. This time my show goes on, man. Just Google JoJo and Scotty. Enjoy your Sunday, Juggler. Peace. We love you guys, man.
Everybody. Bye.